Hey everyone, it's Grant Ellis again. I hope you're doing great today. On the video today, I'm going to dig into a tool that I use pretty much every single day. If you're not technical and you don't know how to develop, you don't know how to design, you don't know how to code, then one of the most frustrating things you deal with, and that I dealt with for years, was graphic design, or how to make anything look good on your website or with your business. And for a long time, that was really, really difficult. And I considered learning how to code and learning how to design, and there was just not enough time and too big of a learning curve. And luckily now, there are amazing tools that can help you with pretty much anything you need to do, especially when it comes to online business or online content production. And I discovered Canva about a year ago, and I'm not sure how long it's been around, but it's literally been a lifesaver for me when it comes to getting content generated and getting good graphics. Most of the other programs that have been around have been very difficult to use. I mean, even Photoshop, which is a great program for editing and creating, there's a huge learning curve on it. It's not very user-friendly for someone who hasn't ever used it before. So people have been asking me about how I do my graphics on both of my websites, actually all three of my websites, and it is Canva. And I was introduced to Canva from a friend, and very glad that he let me know about it. So let's dig into Canva for a few minutes. I'm not going to go too long, but just want to show you kind of the ins and outs and how it works and how easy it is so that you can use it if you need to. So this is the Canva dashboard. So when I log in, this is what I see. And what you have right here, which is so great, is they pretty much have an option for anything you'd want to do, and it's already developed for you. So whereas in a lot of programs you have to go Google, what's the appropriate size for a Facebook ad, or what's the right size for a Twitter post picture, things like that. They have it all set for you. So you look right here, you've got social media, presentations, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter. You've got everything you would need already set up. So the sizing's already there. You don't have to worry about it. And it goes all the way down here, everything from documents to book covers, which I actually used Canva to design the initial version of my new book cover, which will probably change, but it was great to give me a placeholder image. Marketing materials, basically everything. I mean, it's really kind of amazing. So let's say that you want to create something, and you need specific images. I mean, specific dimensions. So you can actually go right here and put in specific dimensions. So we'll start here just to show you, because I just was redoing some YouTube thumbnails, and they have a very specific size, which is 1280 by 720, I believe it is. So you put that in there, design it, pops up a new window, and automatically everything is the right size. So it makes it very, very easy. You don't have to resize things. You don't have to worry about that. And right over here, this is your left-hand toolbar menu, and this is really where you're going to live as you're designing everything. I'll show you how easy it is. So first of all, there are layouts here. I don't really use this. I start with the front page to design things. So it's as simple as, hey, I need a new Facebook post, and then I'll click on that. But let's go ahead and go in here. So usually there are a lot of things you can do, and I don't use all of them by any means. They're all great, so really anything you need is here, but I'll show you kind of what I typically do, because most of our stuff is pretty easy. So the best thing about them on Canva, other than being very, very easy to use, is if you don't want to have to create your own thing, you don't have to. So let's see here. Let's just look. Valentine's is a good example. Valentine's just happened, and we needed to create some advertising for the Nut Butter Nation website, nutbutternation.com, shameless plug. And so let's look at this. Let's go to Valentine's. I love this because everything is pre-done for you. So it's literally drag and drop. So these are all the different options you can use. As you can see, they're free. So that's okay, I guess. Actually, I want to go back a little bit and show you some more. Look how many there are. There's a huge database, and almost all of it is free. And if you want to use something that does cost money, like right now we're getting to a few that cost money, everything I've ever used has been $1. So these are high quality images that you don't have to give attribution to, that you automatically can use, that if you want to buy them, you can, and they're a single dollar, which is really nice. You connect your bank account automatically to it or PayPal. And so I very rarely have to use those, but sometimes I do. But actually, let's go back. I want to show you a little bit about how we often do this, because the layout can be difficult. So if, for instance, you don't know in your head that I want an image here, I want text here, or you really don't have a good idea of what you want to start with, they have some great templates to start with, which is often where I want to go, unless I'm creating something specific. So we'll go to social media and just click on that and see what's going on here. So they're going to pop up that new window and they're going to create all the dimensions for me and everything like that. But here, when you do this, you have layouts that are specific for what you're trying to do. So this is a social media post, and let's say I just don't know what I'm going to do. Well, what I'll end up doing is scrolling through here and finding something that is relevant to what I'm looking to do today. So let's make it easy and say that I'm posting something for Nut Butter Nation, and we want to make a a food post. So look right here. There's this food post. Actually, that one has a dollar sign. I don't want to pay for it as for the early example. But you can see, first of all, how many there are. There are really unlimited options when it comes to layouts, which is really, really nice. We'll go back over to the free ones just to make it easy, though. Let's say that I want to use this one. All right. Actually, it will let me test them. So we'll start here, though. So this pulls up this layout automatically, which this layout's pretty simple, but I guarantee you I couldn't have done this. Like, I would have messed up the words. I wouldn't know how to put them. So let's look at this. So first of all, you've got an image placeholder right here. So if you click on any element, everything is editable, if that's a word. You can edit anything you want on any layout. So for instance, right here, let's go, I don't want a flower, I want whatever else. So I just click anywhere on the screen and it brings up this little dialog box down here, which is what you're going to use to edit anything. And so I see right here, this is the picture. So I click on it, and then it's going to allow me, actually that's a color. So what I'll do, I'll just delete that. You hit delete and it deletes it. So here I need to put another image behind there. It leaves all the other elements in place. So on the left hand side, there are these different tabs, like I said, is where you're going to live. And right here, so you might be confused and pick a background, but that's actually not what you want to use. Well, you can use it, but I want to use a specific image that I have and I upload. So if you have some images, you go to Uploads, and right up here on the top there's this green box you can upload images. So you go in, pick whatever you want to. I've already uploaded the ones I need. But then it's going to store all these right down here. So it's going to show you everything you've got available that you've uploaded. So let's go. It's funny going back and seeing some of those old pictures. Let's go up here and just put a generic. Let's use this one. So this picture right here, I'm going to insert. So I can just click it, and it's automatically going to overlay. Now the sizing is a little different, but once again, everything is very, very easy. So I'm just going to drag this out a little bit and make it where it covers that whole white portion, because that's the size that I want on the Facebook post. And there you go. So right here, the image is placed in the background. If you wanted to, you can actually change that. It gives you options over here. So you can click on this. Let me scroll up a little bit. Click on this. Move this here. And you've got options for transparency, and you can really edit it a lot more thoroughly if you want to, but I typically don't, because I don't have the time and I don't want to spend the time trying to figure it out. So the picture looks great. It's the right size. Now I would just need to edit the text. Let's just make it easy here. Nut Butter Nation. And like I said, it's really simple. I like that text, and right here, it's too big, so I probably would have to edit this. But for instance, I can go here, click on all this, and then there are all kinds of options. So if I didn't want to make it bigger or smaller, I could just edit the spacing and put those closer together. There you go. So now, and it tells me, you see these, I don't know if you see it, there's these little purple lines that pop up. And those are making sure that I'm centered on everything. So right now, if I move it to the right, I'm off center, it's not going to give me a vertical line. And when I move it towards the center, when I hit it, boom, right there, it gives me a vertical line that means I am centered, which is awesome. I mean, you don't have to worry about being centered. And then same thing on a horizontal line, whether you're centered in the middle of whatever element you're in. So in this white box, I want to make sure I'm centered. So if I'm up here, I'm off. When I drag it down here, right there, see there's basically crosshairs with those purple lines, and I'll try to zoom in if I can. They're showing me that I'm centered on both elements. That's nice. Nut Butter Nation, whatever, discount, and 50%, which would be nice. But anyway, so there you go. Like, it's a very simple post, but in, sometimes often under a minute, I can create really well-designed images and different types of posts for different social media platforms based on what I'm looking to do. So a couple other things. Let's do one that's a little bit more from scratch. Once again, the elements, like even if I didn't like that, I can just go back over here and automatically shift it. So you can just click down through these, and it'll pull up exactly what you clicked, and you can test. So like if I use that other one and I didn't end up liking it, well, no big deal. It's not going to take me forever to set something else back up. I'm just going to click on one of these other ones, try it out. Once again, click, Nut Butter Nation. Awesome. Whatever the case may be. It's great. So anyway, when you're done, up here you're going to see you can save it. It saves it automatically like every few seconds, but if you need to save it, you can. And then you would hit download, and it's going to give you options for downloading. So do you want it for the web? Do you want a high-quality PNG file, PDF for standard, or PDF for print? So it's great because we do have things that we have to print, and we'll design them here. Based on the images, we will download them print quality, and we'll upload them to FedEx, Kinko's, or whoever we're going to have print it. It's very, very nice and easy. And then up here, the web images is great because it just automatically downloads it into our file and stores it. So oftentimes, almost everything I've done is free. But we'll go back here and start something else. And one thing I want to show you, yeah, we don't want to save that, is how to do something blank. So let's use custom dimensions. We'll do that 1280 by 720 again just to make it easy. So let's say that you do need to design something specific. So for instance, for my blog and some of the new videos I'm doing and the content, we need to design some thumbnails that will go in front of the videos. So what I'm going to do over here is kind of recreate what I did a little earlier. So I'm going to start with my uploads. I've got the size here. I've got a canvas. And really what I'm going to do is just overlay something to this. Well, let's just say it's my picture. I don't know. So drag it over. It's automatically in there. I can resize it very, very easily. Let's put it over here. This is going to be a very bad design because I haven't really thought it out. But this is how easy it is. Let's say I want my Snapchat to be added on here so people can see it. So I can add a little thumbnail on my Snapchat over here. Snapchat, all my social media names are at Grantham Ellis, GRANTHAMELLIS, in case you want to follow. Loving some Snapchat right now. And let's say I do want a little background here. Put a little background. I don't want to think about it too much. Go down through here and find a free one. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's just make it easy and go with this guy. So it automatically sizes that for me. So I've got a background. Like I said, it's ugly. I get it. But then you go over here on this left-hand side, and there's a text element. This is really, really nice because I always hate having to scroll through fonts and trying to figure out, number one, which font I want to use, but also how to format different elements. So for instance, let's go to a very seemingly simple font right here. It's going to set up automatic text elements for me. So this, if I try to create this, you've got a font up here that says Mexico. We'll change that just to make it Grant Ellis. And you see that how it automatically resizes for me if it gets too big? It's very, very intuitive, which is so nice. And then down here, you've got a completely different font with these weird streak elements over here, which are kind of cool. And so you want to be able to edit that. Once again, you don't have to edit the whole thing. A lot of times if you were in a text file, you would have to make sure you weren't messing up these marks on the side. But this separates those and just enters this text, which is also different. Blog. We'll just make that easy. So, Grant Ellis blog, and you could format it however you want to. Let's say I want to move it down here and make it bigger. It's just a drag and drop editor. Grant Ellis blog, and then, like I said, this is just a template, but look at all of the options you have over here on the left. Almost all of them are free, and they're very, very professional and well done. So I could also drag this guy over here. I mean, this is a really cool little box, and you can use these to create buttons. I don't know why. Oh, I did it twice. Just delete it. I don't know why it does that, but so let's say I wanted to create a button for my website or a button for my email mailing list. This is a great option to do that. You could say, buy now, and put a discount code up here. Code buy now. 15%, whatever you want to do. But you get the picture. If you wanted to create something on your own, I'll show you kind of an example of one that I did. It will always store everything for you automatically. So when I go back to the original page, and let's say that I go to so great. Let's go to my. Well, I'll show you what happens when I go to Canva on its own. I go to canva.com now. See, the options are up here for me, and I clicked on more. But if you look down here below, everything that I create, whether I save it or not, it's very intuitive, is going to save down here. So this, you click on one, you can go to it and edit again. But this is a thumbnail we created for a YouTube video today. It's very, very simple, but it's very, very easy to do. And it's going to store everything for me. You can see this is all of our social media stuff, giveaway stuff, you know, anything I need graphic design, I do it here. Here's the book cover. And all of this was very easy. And then up here is where you go, hey, I need something a little more. So I'm creating a book cover, so I'm going to go down here. I mean, look how great some of these things look. So anyway, Canva, C-A-N-V-A. If you need anything done for graphic design, and these days, design is so, so important, because if it doesn't look nice, then people aren't going to stay on your page. So whether that's, you know, Facebook posts or Pinterest posts or whatever, you want to have good design. So I'd highly encourage you to use Canva. If there's anything I didn't cover, let me know in the comments below, and I will do a follow-up video. You can see all of my videos and all my other content on my blog at grantellis.us. And other than that, I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think about the video. Leave a review and leave a comment, and love to find out what you think. I appreciate it. You all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.